a little bit about her.
My mother's name was Cindy Fields, her maiden name, and she married Bill Howard when she was 15 years old, and he was 22 years old.
Where'd they meet, do you know?
They lived in around Blackie, Kentucky. That's where they met.
Was Blackie a coal mine community?
It was a coal mining community, yes. It was basically a little town that they used in the filming of The Coal Miner's Daughter, Loretta Lynn. Blackie.
Was Papaw and Mamaw's parents coal miners?
Yes.
Okay. So your mom was born August 8th, 1914.
My mother was born August 8th and had me on her 30th birthday.
Tell me.
1914.
Tell me some stories about Mama. Was her name Cindy or Cinda?
Cindy, it's Cindy.
Okay, because I've seen it Cinda as well.
Betty's got a granddaughter named Cindy. Cinda, yeah. My mother, I consider, is, well, not probably, but is the strongest woman I've ever been around. And I really didn't realize it. I never realized how hard that she had it through the course of her life. She went through the Great Depression. My dad did too. But my mother is the rock, was the rock of our family. And the greatest is the best friend that I've ever had. She's really the rock of all of our family, and this is me talking. I think she is the glue that held our family together. And the day I lost her, that is the five, 6, 7 years old, at the foot of her bed. I slept at her foot. Yeah, where she went barefooted, her heels were cracked.
Mm-hmm. You were her favorite, don't you think?
No, she didn't have a favorite. She didn't have a favorite. She didn't have a favorite. Believe me, she didn't. I'd go out, I make a little money through the week, and if I made $2, I couldn't wait to go to town and spend it on her. I get the things that I thought was pretty, and she, I know she'd put it on a wall or a bowl or something, but I thought I was really doing something, but I would spend it on her.
Mm-hmm. You know, some of your brothers and sisters have told me that you were clearly the favorite.
Well,
I don't know if that's jealousy or what, but
well, you know, if she was cleaning the house, I'd help her. If she was mopping the floor, I'd help her. If she was washing dishes, I'd help her. If she was canning food, I'd help her. I'm talking about when I was little. I'd help her any way I could. I felt so bad for her because she was a hard worker. I mean, think of that, and with nothing. But yeah, they probably figured I was her favorite. But and I was born on her birthday, but 30 years old when she had me, and. But the day she died is the day that
the worst day of your life. Now they bought 3 grave sites, and one of them was set aside for you.
Yeah, it's at her feet. Yeah.
Oh,
But like I said, I slept in at the foot of her bed, and I'd hug them feet up and cry through the night.
why?
I just feeling sorry for her feet
Oh, because of the cracks.
and her work that she went through. I did.
Do you think she had a good life?
She had a hard life.
But she had a good life. She had a fantastic family. That's more than what some people can say.
I never heard her tell a lie. I never heard her say a bad word. I never seen her touch a cigarette. I never seen her drink nothing.
She was a great cook. Did you think?
Yeah, Joe. Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah, just so many things that I could have done for her that I didn't do, Joe. That's what I hate more than anything else, that I could have done for her after I got grown, after I was forever.
One of my favorite memories is driving down there after you got off work on Fridays, and them always waiting for us upstairs, you know, in the kitchen, and talking around that table, and then feeding us on Friday nights, late those Friday nights.
And she loved to watch you eat. And she thought the fatter a baby was, the more healthier it was.
What about the relationship she had with Peppa? Because she would tease him. You know, they would, in a fun way, banter back and forth. Didn't you think?
She was a little rough on him, but she was clearly the boss. And it's a good thing she was. he, he, he didn't know where he owed a bill. He didn't have any idea what this cost. But you know, she was clearly the boss, and it's a good thing she was. But she was, she died a terrible death too.
Both of them heart attacks.
She died 5 feet from where he died, fell. And when I went to see her at the hospital, they'd already put her a pacemaker in. I wasn't aware of it, but anyway, she was. They had her vented, and she had. I don't know who called me, but anyway, that she was alive when I got there, and she was. The reason I said that I might have made a mistake with my dad, when Ed and I, when I told him not to revive him. He had a vent, and they didn't revive him, and he went on. But my mother was there, and they had a vent in her. But the looks in her eyes when she looked at me, that she'd hold her head up like this, and it was. She wanted it out, but
Yeah. Did the hospital ask you to make any decisions for your mom like they did?
no, I wasn't to ask nothing about it, but she wanted out. But my question is, should I have asked him to take it out? And I didn't.
How long did she last after that? Minutes, hours?
I don't know, 20, 30 minutes probably. But my big mistake, I thought, was not asking to have it taken out. She wanted it out. But on the other side, I questioned not reviving my dad. So, but I didn't have a choice for her. But I could have insisted to have that taken out because she wanted it out so bad, yeah, so bad. And she was alert.
how old was she when she passed away?
82.
And your dad was 83. Yeah.
See, he went first, and 5 years later she went.
Yeah.
So if she had went first, my dad wouldn't live 2 weeks.
Anything else you want to say about
Don't know that. I'm just thinking that, you know. Sometimes I think the man upstairs takes the one that first that probably couldn't do without. In most cases, it's that way. And I don't know that, you know, he may have lived 10 years after, but I don't think he'd alive.
Yeah.
He'd have died of heartbreak.
Anything else you want to say about either of your parents?
Yeah, I think my mother didn't realize how much she loved my dad until after he died. I think that holds true in most cases. More so with her, I think, when she really didn't realize how much she really cared for him. And she did, she ruled the roost, but she was the one that needed to rule the roost. But I got my mother, that's the best friend that I ever had and never hoped to have.
Yeah.
And yes, it was the worst day of my life.
Do you feel that, you know, that they still are here with you in some way?
No, I don't, Joe. I tell you why that I don't is I think it's so wonderful where they are. But this earth is nowhere near as great as where they are, that they're in celebration. And if anybody ever went to heaven, that I know in my lifetime, biblically, Bible, or whoever, it was my mother. It was my mother. That's my personal opinion.